So maybe you have some blueberries planted for household use and you have a lot of blooms, but then for some reason you don't see many berries. Now this has set real well. The blooms have dropped off, the berries have set, and everything looks fine. But up in the very top of these bushes, we can see some twigs that don't have many berries on them. If we trace that back in scouting, when we're scouting these things, we keep up with what stage the bloom was in. And if you go back, when the bloom in the top was happening, we had a very rainy week. Bees did not work very well. So we got very little bee activity, so therefore these berries didn't get pollinated. And you see all these skips that's in here where there should be a good full cluster of berries. If a bloom is not visited by a bee, then it won't pollinate, because you have the style. I'm sure all y'all remember that from science class, how the bloom has got the style in it, and it has to get pollen on it and carries it down. The pollen comes from the anthers, but it's carried on down to the ovaries, and then that fertilizes the seed or the ovaries and creates the little berry. Well, bees weren't working, so therefore no pollen got down here, so therefore they just fell off. So that may be the reason that you have a lot of blooms sometime and you have very little berries.